What is up, all you beautiful, sexy people? Welcome to another exciting night of VVHL hockey here on night 2 of the Season 6 playoffs. I am Wax Poetic, and I will be one of your hosts for the evening, but I am not alone. We've got a very esteemed member of the community, I would say a front runner for the Jack Adams trophy for this season. In my eyes, wonderful GM, Mr. JG. How you doing, JG?
Wax, I'm doing good, man. Appreciate the intro. Just happy to be here and help out.
It really is a group effort. You know, a lot of people that put on these productions end up having to play sometimes. So, we have to duct tape this thing together sometimes, but the show must go on. We definitely want to bring you all this action. Last night was crazy. There was a lot of stuff going on. I went back and listened to the stream, kind of listened to some of the pre-series analysis. And definitely, looking here at the overall scores in some of these series, I would say they got some things right and some things probably not so much. So we're going to go through each one of these series and kind of dissect what happened last night, provide some analysis and insight onto those series. And I think there's no better way to start that off than to go right into the Tampa Bay money shot series, because we do have Mr. JG here who is playing in these games. So as you can see on the screen right now, these three games were really close, all decided by one goal. That first game, pushing it to OT. Second game, money shots coming out on top on that one, 6-5, and then that third game, Tampa taking that one 3-2. So, what can you tell me about that series, JG, and what are you expecting kind of tonight moving forward here?
Yeah, man. So I have a hard time separating like which game was which because it
Yeah,
kind of all just blends in. Especially when you're saying playing the same team three times in one night. But I know that that first game, it felt like we were kind of just filling each other out. I know both goalies made some crazy saves in that game. I mean, Aquino made a couple like super early. Like there was one that I remember where Freddie, which is Shelf, got me on an open look on the left side, and I didn't think there was any chance it was getting stopped, and he stopped it. And then like that's kind of just how that game went. There was just like saves being made on both ends. That second game was a little wonky. I feel like there was just like EA stuff going in on both sides on that one, so it was like kind of like a toss-up game. Um, and it just felt like, just kind of from my perspective too, like we noticed something, and especially in that game too, with the way that they were defending. So we kind of made an adjustment for game three for that one, and that seemed to work. I'm obviously not going to say what that adjustment was. But yeah, I'm curious to see like what their lines look like tonight. I like the lines that we're putting out, so I'm pretty confident. But this is definitely not a team, and I told that to the boys coming in, like not a team that you want to overlook because they got a lot of guys that can play. So
oh,
I'm
definitely.
expecting another tough night.
Yeah, no, very, very scrappy bunch. They're not going to go away without a fight. Yeah, and I think they nailed it on this series on the head when they kind of talked about it, just saying that it was going to end up being kind of a goalie duel, if you will. I mean, you've got two of the
Yeah.
league's best goalies in BMAC and Aquino. I mean, their regular season save percentages were absurd. I think Aquino had 18 wins with the 488 goals against. And yeah, I mean, he was just standing on his head most of that night. And yeah, kind of like what you said. I mean, those first two games were fairly close. Obviously, I mean, it's nice to know that you made an adjustment, because I was going to mention that third game. I mean, you guys held them to 8 shots in the entire game, and it's going to be pretty tough to be the fairly defensively minded team such as you. So only putting out 8 shots. So I would say moving forward, definitely. I mean, there is hope. All these games were close. They're hanging in there with you, but they're definitely going to need to make some adjustments. Try to look for some, scoring opportunities, and just try to be a little bit more consistent on the offensive side, which is a lot easier said than done. Because looking at the regular season interception leaders and a lot of those defensive stats, me and you actually talked about it earlier today. But I'm kind of surprised that there's so many forwards that are being represented defensively in a lot of these stat categories, and your team specifically is one of them. So whatever you're doing a great job. You guys were kind of stifling them and preventing those. I mean, they got some shooters on their team, and really, taking away those
Yeah.
opportunities. It's working out for you. So kudos.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yep. We just try to play defense first, limit the breakaways and like scoring chances and things like that as much as we can.
Yeah.
And it seems to work.
Yeah, and I think having maybe, I don't know, was Swoley playing in those games? I don't think he was, right? No, he wasn't.
For
So yeah, I
money
think
shots,
Swoley,
no.
yeah, Swoley coming in. We're gonna have Hatfield, Jesse Jen, who could be a spark plug. He can make some shots. T. McBagger, who's a rookie, starts out at goalie, but he can play other positions too. So I don't know, if they just,
Yeah.
what they want to do
Yeah,
if
it's
the
an
series
interesting
goes well.
arrangement because we actually sent T over there. So I'm
Yeah,
sure he's going to be playing with an extra chip on his shoulder as well.
absolutely. definitely want to
He's
follow suit if
he's
you got
definitely a
a
good player.
Keno in your locker room. You take any pointers that dude can give you for sure.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's going to be a good series. I'm excited to see. That's the only one here that isn't 3-0. So definitely going to have at least 2 of those games tonight. And we'll see, how far Portage can push that series. Yeah, we'll find out. But let's move on here to the next series, which was the Generals and the Whitehawks. So Generals taking all 3 games. First one 6-4, second one 6-2, and third one 11-6. So it kind of seemed like over the course of the night they might have figured something out, or the Whitehawks maybe just kind of ran out of possible solutions for whatever the Generals were bringing them. Definitely a nasty team.
Do we know what those lines were by any chance? I was in the games
Yes.
last week. So.
Yeah, I have it here. So for the Generals, it was Dex, Danwitz, Big Diesel, and Coronado was in net. All 3 of those games. And then for the
That's a big
Whitehawks,
line.
Jam Mac played, Diesel played, Hawks played, and Big Truck played.
Okay.
So I think Diesel had played out one game. I think maybe it was the 3rd game. I think he played wing. But yeah, Big Truck was hanging in there. Goalie Hawks was actually on defense at one point, and that's kind of why they were trying some stuff. I think to just maybe they saw something with the matchup, and they just thought certain people would slot in at certain places. But
Right.
yeah, fortunately it didn't work. But if I know Diesel, he's gonna rally his troops. He's gonna try to bring them back, and they definitely have some good players too. Obviously, no Crave Dog mentioned there, which is one of their big hitters. I mean, 170 points on the regular season. You got Dan coming in on D. He can definitely anchor that Gage, who's sneaky, can get some good shots off. I mean, they're in a must-win situation, so I mean, let it all out. It's scorched earth. Everybody go balls to the wall. Just make it happen. So, but no, I
Yeah.
think
I mean,
base.
with that information, I don't see that series being a sweep. Um, I think the Mike Hawks definitely take the first one tonight. Um, I'm curious to see if they can push it to 7. I mean, I think that they have the line out to be able to do it tonight. You mentioned Crave.
Yeah,
Obviously, he was on our team last season. Crave is fully capable of just running a line by himself.
yeah,
But he's not going to have to because he has, you said Gage and Dan on that line too. So,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
So I like them to make that series interesting, honestly.
Yeah, I think it definitely could shape up to be something good, and you never know. I mean, Shawnee's, I think he's good. He's a fairly consistent player. Team Azer, I've seen games where I'm not mentioning it, and the only reason I notice this is because there's so many games where I'm constantly saying Team Azer with a laser, because he's
Yeah.
just constantly getting 1-Ts and putting in points, and both of them combined, I mean, they're both very, very good together. Sean had 116 points in the regular season, and Team Azer had 115. So definitely a good
Yeah.
offensive duo. They got Not Luigi back there on defense, and then Gritty in net, who's no joke in net
Oh yeah,
either.
Gritty's
13
good.
wins
Yeah.
on the season, 590 goals against during the regular season. So he'll be out there. Yeah, we'll see if they can get it done. I know Sean wants it. I'm sure the
I think
rest
it
of the
should
team
shape
wants
up
it
to
too.
be a
So.
good night for that. I would expect to at least get to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's for any of these series. I can see,
Yeah.
I would be surprised if anybody gets swept, but definitely
And
could
Crave Dog
happen.
said he's bumping little baby, so yeah, I mean
Oh no,
it's gotta account for something too.
oh little babies. Okay, be crazy in the zone. That's scary. That's a scary thought. All right, well, moving on here. We got about 5 minutes till puck drop, so we'll get through these last 2 series. So we got the Blue Dragons and the Sicilian Slicers. One that last night they were kind of talking about how it was going to be just kind of an offensive slugfest. Blue Dragons do take a 3-0 lead. I was in all 3 of those games. The first game we took that 5-2, 7-4 in the second game, and 9-2 in the third one. There was kind of a switch on the third game. Hoagie and Torchit came in that one. Obviously, that's kind of a tough spot to be in. I think there was some availability issues coming in kind of cold, not really having that time to warm up or kind of prepare. I think they kind of rushed. That it definitely, and I think it showed. I've played with them enough that I could tell that something was slightly off. So I expect them to be fully ready tonight, and they're going to come out swinging. So definitely capable of putting up points. Those guys are are killers. I'm kind of anxious to see whether or not Mo's going to be coming back in. I think Mediocre had played on the third game, so Mo had the first and second game. So I'm anxious to see if Mo's back out there, or if they're going to bring out Mediocre Client. But I would imagine it's going to be Hoagie and Torch It. I mean, they both had 160 points in the regular season. So
Right.
they definitely can put it up. And Silisenko's a very consistent lockdown defenseman. So could definitely give us a run for our money. Yeah.
Yeah,
See how
this is
that one
definitely
shakes
one I
out.
was surprised to see 3-0. I mean, and those scores too. Like I thought that would be more competitive series. At least to start out. I know it's not over yet, but I mean, nobody wants to be down 3 games. That's never in the plan. So they definitely need to come out quick tonight.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, these are the games you get, and sometimes it just doesn't feel right, or, even like the servers sometimes feel a little sluggish, or like, I don't know. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
those are just the games you get.
For sure. And that's the thing about the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Like if it can punch you in the mouth really quick. Like if you
Yeah.
come out and you have a rough game one and then like guys get down and it doesn't matter what you did during the regular season. So that's why you play it. But yeah, I think that they need to come out and have a statement game in game 4 and get a big win.
Yeah. I think,
I mean,
if,
obviously they have to, otherwise it's over. So
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And
like they
again,
need to come out and kind of dominate.
yeah, again, I kind of think that could be a strength for some teams. I mean, yeah, you're down, 3 games to none, and that's not a good place to be. But at the same time, you can kind of play a little bit more freely. Like, you've kind of mentally
Yeah, you don't
probably
have anything to
said, "Hey,
lose.
this is going to be a tough road. Like, let's just go out there and show them what we can do." And if the regular season was any indicator, from week to week, people get hot, people get cold. Like, stuff happens. Like, so, I would
Oh yeah.
not be surprised if the Slicers came out and, and tied the series up, forcing it to a game 7. That wouldn't surprise me in the least. So yeah,
No,
excited to see that series and where that goes. Again, it's a rematch of the finals from last season. So definitely both ownerships, want to get the dub here tonight, but we'll see who comes out on top. So let's move into the Flying Dutchman and the law firm. Now, obviously, there's some backstory to this particular series. Law firm coming in 5th seed, Flying Dutchman the 4th seed. Flying Dutchman just, I mean, I think known for their insane offensive abilities. Definitely putting it on display in those first 2 games. 14-3 in the first game, 9-2 in the second, and then taking the third game 7-6. I feel like the law firm kind of appeared from what I saw on the stream to kind of get a little bit of a groove going towards the end of that series. And sometimes it's, it's too little, too late kind of situation, but they kind of seem to get their legs under them towards the end there. So I'm hoping they can take whatever momentum that gave them into tonight. Definitely, they got some players on that team. I think we're going to see, I think Mariota was in for all 3 games last night. I think so. We're going to see Vinner Jansen. This is making his playoff debut. Definitely solid goaltender. We'll see if he can, keep this team in there. Nate Farms, I don't think we saw him last night either, and he's another solid rookie defenseman. Had some really, really
Yeah,
good regular
Tampa
season
Bay
numbers.
Tribe legend.
Yeah, yeah, right. For like 10 minutes. But yeah, no, he's a great guy, and he's a very, very good skater. So I think he's going to kind of anchor that.
That's
Hopefully,
what I hear. Yeah.
he could provide some sort of a calming presence and just kind of slow things down a little bit. Do it whatever he can to stop a high flying offense of the Dutchmen. But I mean, they got a system figured out over there, and it works for
Do
them
we
because
know?
they've got.
I'm guessing that was the Dutchman's quote unquote top line that played that night.
Yeah, they had Crazy Crowd, Stefano, and Meinhardt out there, and they had ISO playing net. So, and he's a very good net, very good forward. So, I mean, they've got some. Or he played game 1 in net, and then Highboard played games 2 and 3 in net. I apologize. So they had ISO out there for that first game, got that dub, and then they had Highborn out there for the other 2 games. Yeah, both of them did the job that they needed to do. Now ISO's only got 1 game under his belt, so. Who knows what he does? Maybe they pull out Highboard again and ISO takes the skate. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that
Yeah,
team's
I would imagine they'd do something like that with Caustic, and I mean, if it were me, that's probably what I would do.
oh yeah, not even
But I mean, you're sitting with a 3-0 lead, so they're in a good
oh
spot.
yeah. Caustic will definitely be out there. And I think ISO might end up being out there too. They might run them two at the forwards and then run.
Yeah.
But what do they got? Rifle drum. So I don't know. I don't really know. Wiggity.
Well, they do have. Yeah,
They got Wiggity.
Dude, they got a scary
Yeah,
roster
they
over
got
there.
they got a scary roster. So we'll see how they want to do that. But I mean, it's such a versatile group of skaters that they can kind of go anyway and just kind of throw you for a loop. So
ISO is in net.
Yeah. So I think the law firm just need to stay firm, kind of, have a little bit of, ISO's going to be in that. Oh, okay. Is the net? Is it in that? Oh. Yeah, I think they just got to, try to slow it down and do what they can to hang on. At least take one game off the Dutchman. I know that it's been a rough end of the regular season heading into the playoffs. But, I know Mariota wants to win. He got the boys ready, stepped in when, that team needed them. And so for them, I hope they at least take, one game off the Dutchman, hopefully more.
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody get swept. Nobody wants us to get swept. You got to get one at least for pride, and then, get another one. Now it's a series. So all it takes is getting one.
All right, well, I'm going to pop on.
Looks like we got some loading in.
Yeah, I'm going to pop on over here. I got this set up right now. I don't. Of course not. Why would I?
We got Tribe and Money Shots about to drop right now.
There we go. Do that. Here we go. Oh, hey, ISO, if you're listening to this, dude, when you stream, you need to turn your audio off so it doesn't pick up your mic. Thank you. Love you. Because I always have to mute your stream because I can always hear you grumbling. And do you do it through? If you do it through the Xbox app, there should be a checkbox that says like mic audio or something, include mic audio or something. You can just uncheck it, and then that way it doesn't pick up any mics. You can still talk on your mic. Oh, PlayStation. Yeah, I don't know how that works. That's out of my depth. Is Hoagie streaming? I hope so. Stream all messed up. Refresh here. There we go. Oh, Tampa's already started. Hoagie stream's all screwed up. Hold on.
We got a goal in Tampa game. Overwhelming.
Get Boston streamed up here. Good old Ogre coming through. Ooh, looks like Mike Cox. Who is that? Backblast Dave. Will not be denied tonight. Putting the Mike Cox up 1-0.
Backblast Dan has championship pedigree.
He's got a pedigree. Aviator making a good
He
save.
won one last season with the Dragons.
Oh, Hoagie. Hoagie Berries won for the Slicers. Oh, that's a 2-0 game.
1 second, Wax.
Yep. Oh, fuck Neeson puts one away. Slicers are coming out swinging. Yeah, I don't even think there is technology that could possibly stop the beauty and wonder that is your voice. So that could just be it. So it's an ISO problem, very specific to just you. Doesn't affect anyone else, just you. Oh, Biz out there. A little back skating. Ooh, Brady, big save. Double offer. No, it's not. Who's playing that full offer? Oh, Vinner. Yeah, Vinner. Hell yeah, big save by Vinner. Shaw trying to push the puck up to the Generals. Gets it over to T. Mazer with the laser. It might be one of those nights.
You did say that. It's a little foreshadowing,
Law
maybe.
firm score. Oh, we got Mario out skating.
Get another.
He's leading by example out there right now. He's saying, you know what? Give me center. Came to play. All right, well, the Blue Dragons did put one back up here. Bring it to within 2. Good defense by the Slicers. Ooh, and Biz buries one.
I think we're on different timings right now.
Just hit refresh. Or am I ahead of you or behind you?
I'm seeing 3-0 in the Tribe game, 3-1 in the.
Yeah, no, I am too.
Okay.
1-0 Law Firm. 1-1.
Yep.
General's Hawk.
Yep.
Swoley is pushing the pace right now for Portage. Ooh, good defense. And it's over. Keep that hot and ready. He's hot and he's ready. Just don't let him blast anywhere near you, Portage. Be weary.
Another good defensive play by Ogre.
Getting in the lane, blocking shots. That's what you need. It's not all about scoring goals, okay, people? Defense is pretty cool, too.
Defense is way cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
There's nothing better than just stopping a breakaway on one end and then shooting a sweet pass up to your forward and getting a goal on the other side. It's like the best feeling.
Looks like Team McBaggers having a little struggles early in this first period, but I think 3-0 is a bad omen for the team that's up. See, as I say that, that is always 3-0 is the turning point. I always look at 3-0 and say, all right, this is where the game starts turning in our favor. I think EA's got it like coded in.
You have been saying that. I remember you would say that in our games last
yeah.
season, and we won quite a few of those games that you would say that in. So I need you to stop saying that right now, if you don't mind.
Well, it also really sucks, man, down 3-0. So I'm just trying to be positive, you know, the team. Rally the troops, bring the morale up a little
3-1, yeah, 3-1 is not great though. 3-0. Have life. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, and the Blue Dragons score. That shows that. Oh, Boss Gates. Suplex. That's not suplex. I don't know what that is. Hammer drop. Flying elbow. Slicers, though, still hanging on to a 1-goal lead here. Start the second. Mariota for the Law Firm, trying to make something happen. Gets it over to Game Boy. Game Boy gets back to Nuts for a shot. They're pushing the pace up. Uh-oh, breakaway here. Cossack can't bury it. Tries to get it over maybe Rifle Drum. Looking for Rifle Drum. Nope, Cossack takes it himself. Big save by Vinner. Wiggity at the point. Gets it over to Rifle Drum. Rifle tries to take it in. Ooh. Tries to toe drag it through, but good defense by the Law Firm.
That's really nasty.
Yeah, Rifle, I taught him how to do the left triggering skating, turning your body and stuff. Back when you couldn't actually just do it by holding left trigger, you had to like sprint to it. And I've never regretted teaching anybody anything more than I did that, because I think the last time we played them, him and Stefano just absolutely abused us with it, and I was very angry.
Yeah, the Dutchmen definitely are pretty adept at using that move.
Yeah, very, very good at it. It's tough, too, because they'll just go right at you, and it's like, yeah, what are you going to do? Poke? Probably going to trick me. Swoley got 2 goals in the first.
Turnover there by the Tribe. Bad turnover. We can't have those boys.
Keno, I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. I'm not saying you're not right, but First period. All right. Let's go back and check the video log on that. Looks like the Mike Pops, Crave Dog, doing Crave Dog stuff. And Biz buries another one. Puts them back up by 3. With an assist for everybody on the team except the goalie. Sorry, Avian. No points for you, bud. Well, we got Boss heading in here for a really big penalty shot. I think this will tie it up. Ooh, and Gritty. Oh, no, this time. All right, that would put him up in the lead. But Gritty says, nope. Or no, that's not Gritty. I'm sorry. That's mediocre client. Ugh. I took a week off. This is what I get.
Dude, it's hard to keep up with. I give you your props. Easy.
Seti with a nice little pick. Oh, tries to find Boss. Good defense by the Slicers. Torch it. Pushes it up to Hogue. Hogue and torch it. Let's see what they can do. Hogue tries to probably get a rebound shot there, but Jano gobbles it up. Sean. Oh, you don't want Sean behind the net. I'll tell you that much.
Nice, very skilled being in the net.
Yeah. It's gross and I hate it. Team Mazer tries a laser. Goes off course. Oh, big saves, big saves. Clutch Cookie in net for the Mike Hawks. Also a esteemed member of the Waxy Pads, Mr. Clutch Cookie. Octo Daddy scores for the money shots. Cuts that lead in half. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. Puts it at 4-3.
Yeah, Portage is not a team that will go. To get another breakaway here for them.
This is to be last person who scores wins, probably. Something like that. Oh, Showstopper buries a big one. Put the Blue Dragons up 4-3. The waning minutes of the second period. Oh, and another goal by Tampa. Who is that, Biz? You get a Biz?
That was a pass there, but I think Ogre.
Yeah, it was Ogre with the primary assist. He's high. He's ready. Oh, shoot. Gage sneaks one by. Who's the net for the Generals? Did they run? Oh, they got. All right.
I didn't see.
I think it might be. They had Coronado out there for 2 games last night. Penalty shot for the Tribe. Gonna get it. Ooh. It's over. Watch your backs. Oh, and he unloads.
Yeah, Ogre is a very shifty with the puck, especially when he gets around the net. I actually know him as a forward, so I was surprised to see that he was running primary D.
And you know he's just sitting there on the mic, like very, very lackadaisically, calmly talking shit while he's taking shots on you.
Yeah. Seven 3. Boys kind of put it on that one. 4-3 with the Hawk.
Yeah, you know, once the stream's over, dude, we can go back and I can try to take a look at it. But I didn't see it when it happened. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I didn't either, to be honest.
Oh, something happened with that game. Oh, maybe that's what you guys are talking about. Maybe there's something going on. Great dog. Beauty backhand. Looks like we got a disconnect in the Portage game. I think it's 8-4. That's weird. It says 8-3, it says 0-3, but if you added it up, it said 8-4. What is going on with that game? That game's cursed, guys. You know what? The tribe server is actually located on an old Indian burial ground. You gotta exercise those demons before you start the game. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird because when I looked at the goal totals for the money shots, it showed 4, but then that other screen had it 8-3. I think that's what they're talking about. That Portage scored a goal, but then it like glitched out, warped back, and went back to center ice. So I'll have to go take a look at that. I didn't see it when it happened real time, but I would imagine if they scored a goal, it should count unless there was something else going on. So for all intents and
So
purposes,
actually, the score should be 8-4 Tribe.
yeah, 8-4 Tribe.
Aviator did say that they had a goal that
That just didn't
he
count.
said they had a goal go in but not count.
Okay. So we will assume for all intents and purposes that the score is 8-4, pending any other shenanigans. Yeah, they had a disconnect, so it was probably something going on with the server. I think when they came out with that weird, update to their legal whatever, accept their user agreement thing, it messed some stuff up.
I always find a way to break some shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get slowly back on that. Now I can switch over to Ogre's stream, but we'll give him a little bit.
Oxford Generals tied it up down here.
Slicers
4-4.
brought it back. They're up 5-4 here. Steady out there, though, Captain, trying to make it happen. Oh, Boss trying to go in. Just Hopper is getting back on defense, but Hogan torch it. Oh, and Hogue finds torch it. A nice little tap in. The Slicers are going up 6-4. Try to refresh this here real quick, and if Swoley's stream's not back up, I am going to just put Ogres in there. You said he was streaming, right?
I see
No,
I see the money shots in Tribe stream.
I just had to refresh. Wait, chat. All right. Well, Tribe and the Money Shots getting back into action here. We got the Generals leading the Hawks 5-4. 60 minutes left in the third on that one. Law Firm up 1-0 on the Dutchman. Is that correct?
And Crave just got another one. Tied at 5-5.
In the third.
Just as you said, Caustic carries one.
Back there, yeah. Just as I say that, EA will not let you have a shutout, I tell you. No matter how hard you try. But great effort there by Vinner, dude. Keeping it 1-0 game into the third period. That's not an easy thing to do, especially not against a team as offensively gifted as the Dutchman. Oh, good defense there by Gameboy. Another member of the Waxy Minutes. Everybody buy our jersey.
Games right now.
Yes, lots of tight games. Slicers pushing it up. Jano, big saves. 6 minutes left in this game. Definitely don't want another goal for the Slicers or for the Dragons. Clutch Cookie hanging in there. Keeping that game tied. Oh, breakaway for Biz. Ooh, big save.
Did you say the goalie was for the Law Firm?
For the Law Firm, it is Vinner Ganson.
Okay, yeah, he just made a great save as well.
Yeah, had his last game prior to entering the playoffs was a little rough, but prior to that, he was an ECU call-up for the Firefighters, and I believe he went 3-0 and had a really good save percentage, so. What we got popping in here? Is that 1BA Superhero joining us here? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you. We got some tight games going on. We got the Generals and the Hawks tied 5-5, 7 minutes left in the third. We've got the Flying Dutchman up 1 goal on the Law Firm, 2-1. 10 minutes left in that one. Portage is hanging on. It's an 8-5 game. We had to do a restart there. And the Slicers are taking it to the Dragons right now, 7-4. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Oh, but there's a trip on SETI. Then he can bring it back with him too.
There by Biz in the D zone. Stopping a breakaway.
So far, these playoffs are living up to the hype.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good matchups, a lot of good, tough games.
Said he did score that penalty shot, so it's a 5-7 game. 2 minutes left there in the third. They got the captain out there. They know they want to try to seal this victory up. But the Slicers are just too good, I think. Especially for a sweep.
Yeah, it's a must-win game. You got, Hoagie's a goal scorer. You got a good line out there. I didn't see them getting swept with that line out.
Hoagie pushing it up, looking for Torshit. Boss playing some good defense, keeping Torshit out of the middle of the ice there. Showstopper picks him up. Ooh, here we go. They're on a break. They definitely need this one. Ooh, good defense by Torchit. Breaks that up. SETI keeps it in, though. Looks like we got a goal by the Law Firm. I think that game's tied up. Super Mariota. Captain, my captain.
So if the first quarter ends, is that at the end of the game for the Tampa Bay game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it for that. For that series, Tampa's up 3-1. Looks like the Slicers claw back and take that one, so that's also a 3-1 series there. The Generals and the Mike Hawks. Mike Hawks hanging on to a 1-goal lead right now. We got the Law Firm and the Dutchman going into OT, playing for their lives. And the Hawks hang on here. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Love to see it.
So no sweeps so far. We'll see. And, oh, wait. The Dutchman scored. 30 seconds left in this game. Can the Law Firm tie it up? Still got time. They got to not panic here. They get one good shot. Pulling the tendy. Oh, and that's it. And the Dutchmen are going to take that series. Sweep the Law Firm 4-0. Well fought, though. They came out. They gave it everything they had there. Oh, wait, no. Okay. So that was the end of the first period? The Tribe and Money Shot?
I don't know why we're still playing.
Interesting. Alright, pull this up here. That.
So Flying Dutchman move on.
The Flying Dutchman move on.
Okay, I guess they were in the second when they disconnected, apparently.
They're just going to play that period out.
Sounds like it.
So what, it'd be 9-5? Tampa?
Yeah, that's correct.
Hey, Vinner popping in here. Good season, law firm. Yes, well done. And great job in net there, Vinner. We're definitely standing on your head. As, keeping that 1-0 game going into the third. Not an easy task against that Dutchman team, dude. Well done. Well played. Good season.
Agreed. Seen a lot of good saves being made.
So I thought Kostic was saying that he killed Vinner, but no, he was saying Vinner killed it. All right, that makes more sense.
A little bit more sense, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to slap him. Yeah, he did. He played really, really well. Everybody did. Got Mariota out there trying to, captain that team to a victory. Came very, very close.
So what do we got then? The Slicers and Mike Hawks series are going to an extra game. Dutchman move on, right?
Dutchman move on. Yep, all the other series are so far. I mean, Tampa could take this. Yeah, they can sweep the money shot there. Or no, I'm sorry. Go up. Go up.
Yeah. Man, Biz is so shifty.
These little toe drag shots are nasty. Yeah, so I went back and I listened to the stream, BA, and I'd definitely say your analysis of this Portage Tampa game, the goaltending battle that we saw between BMAC and Keno was just something to witness.
I mean, that really was A versus A going at it, and that this series, especially on Tuesday night, just showcased that. I mean, I don't think we saw too many goals out of the entire night. I think we wound up with two different games that wound up with a 2-1 finish, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong about that. But I just know I was just surprised to not see a lot more action, just the way that teams played throughout the season. But again, the goalies and defensemen as well, just were playing outstanding last night. And continue to do so clearly in this series tonight.
Yeah, speaking of some good goaltending, Aviator putting on a show there.
It's an embarrassment of riches in net for the Tribe.
Appreciate that.
All right, Jack Adams. All right.
He's got a good farm system down here in Tampa. I don't know how to find him.
Got a good crop.
Yeah.
Well, Ogre trying to go between the legs. Oh, big save by T.
Yeah, but it is Ogre. He will try some flashy.
Slowly trying to get in there, but
It's another big save by Aviator.
that's it. Yeah, definitely 3 minutes left here. They are down by 4. They need to make something happen. Tie this up. Or not, if you're JV. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with it staying just like this. Ain't hurt my feelings.
Oh! And Bizberry's one.
Nasty pass.
That might be too much to overcome here with the limited amount of time that the money shots have left. But the series will go on. We'll get another crack at it.
Yep, I'm gonna have to go get my skates on, brother.
Oh, yeah, lace them up. Lace them up. Calling all the action.
Right, I will be back in case there's a
Yes,
third game.
another game. Yep. Well, hopefully we don't see you again. I don't know.
All right, man.
Good luck, buddy. Have fun.
Yeah, good luck.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, hey, only one series went to a sweep at the first night, having 3 series at 3-0. So definitely some fight back with a lot of these teams, which I expected, especially from a group of seasoned players such as the Slicers. And you got the Money Shots still hanging in there. You got the Mike Hawks with Crave Dog and Clutch Cookies playing really, really well there in goalie. You got Dan out there, championship pedigree. So.
And Gage can always take over games along with Crave Dog, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely a solid lineup that they have that they can feel very confident in against obviously a very strong Generals team. Generals from the beginning of the season have seemed, I mean, it's them and the Dutchman that I've been kind of keying in on, but obviously that's only because A, Shawnahue, and B, I kind of almost overlook the Tribe and overlook the Dragons because it's expected that they're going to be there. So when you have the Generals playing at an even higher level than usual, and some of these teams that we've known or have known in different forms, like the Dutchman,
Oh, yeah.
it's been real interesting to see them kind of flourish and live up to the expectations throughout the season. But we got puck drop going down, obviously, for the Slicers versus Dragons.
Slicers jumping all over the Dragons early, putting one away.
I don't think it should be allowed for Torchit and Hoagie to be on the ice at the same time.
Yeah, it's a very, very effective combo. Ironically, I think during the regular season, I think they only are separated by 1 point, so they are on the same wavelength, and they have no problem sharing the puck with each other.
And then you get to mesh all that talent with somebody like Buck, just kind of keeping the calm on the defensive end.
Yeah, it's always nice to have someone anchoring that defensive back part.
For sure. And Buck, much like yourself, can finish when needed offensively.
Oh yeah, he runs that little oh man, what is it? It's like a little missile thing. I forgot what it's called. Makes your wrist shots all quick. He'll bury him. He'll bury him. Heat seek. Yeah, he runs heat seek here.
Gotcha.
And it makes those wrist shots, if you take them above the dots, just gives you some wicked power on your wrist shots. And you can really surprise goalies, especially if they get screened. And he has been known to be very good at doing that.
The game inside the game.
It is the game inside the game. Scoob making his playoff debut here for the Dragons. Let's see what he can do. Showstopper picking that puck up. Looking for an outlet. Oh, getting a shot on net. Boss picks that up. Tries to get it over to Scoob. Good defense by the Slicers. Oh, Showstopper. At least he gets it deep. And he's back on defense. Good recover. But it's Torchit and Hogue. Yep. Okay. Good defense by Showstopper to get in front of that pass. Oh, it looks like we've got a score here. It's the Generals. One Mr. Shonahue rocking out there. It's an ambush.
Good feed there at the point for Team Azer. The duo strikes again.
Oh, Crave Dog, though. Trying to do Crave Dog things. Big save by Gritty. Looks like the Dragons did tie it up. Oh, and Scoob puts another one in. Blue Dragons go up 2-1 early on in that one. Oh, don't look now. Gage, we were talking about him. Can also take over games just very similar to Crave Dog. Finds a way to bury that one. Uh-oh, torch him on breakaway. Can't Showstopper catch him. No. You could say he was torched.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. I guess the it and torch it, in that case, stood for Showstopper.
Really personalized it.
Yeah. Oh, Crave. Almost puts one in. Tie game, the Blue Dragons Slicers. Showstopper trying to find somebody. Scoob. Oh, great pass over to Boss, but better save there by Mo. Mo says no. So Mo, a very, very quick goaltender, plays a 6'2 or 6'3 goalie to get an extra speed. It's the max speed you can have, 97, I want to say. So very quick to react to cross creases and changes of direction. You definitely saw that on display with that.
And Mo is one of the, we talk a lot about goalies in this league, but Mo is one of the goalies that I'm starting to hear more and more about, and I'm very glad because it felt like the play wasn't getting as much respect as Mo deserves, because she plays very well in that and consistently as well, can be relied upon.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the key with her. She's very consistent. You just kind of know what you're going to get night in, night out. Very rarely does she ever have a bad game or a terrible game. She's going to keep you in it. And that's really all you can ask from your tenor. Some stuff's just going to go in. There's not much you can do about it. EA is going to do their little voodoo. But she keeps a nice calm demeanor and just puts in that work every night. Oh, looks like who is that? Oh, that's just a replay of Torch It. Okay. So Slicers, Dragons going into the second period tied 2-2. Portage, Tampa. Just got popping. Hawks, General. Yep.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I don't know what it is about those Slicers. Love playing with their back against the wall.
Hey, sometimes that's the motivation that you need. And in some cases, I think, and me and JG kind of talked about this a little bit before, every now and then, no team really wants to be down 3 games to none, but also there's a kind of freeing, you're playing with house money, so maybe you're a little bit less wound up and more like, you've kind of already accepted, like, hey, this is gonna be tough, to do this, but let's just go out there, have fun, play our game. And sometimes that's what you need.
For sure. I've interrupted your loop of updates on the game, and I think.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the Hawks and the Generals, they're tied 1-1. They were kind of coming into the last minute, and it's like neither one of those teams wants to give up that last second goal or right at the end of the period. It's very deflating, but doesn't seem like either one of them did that. So good on them. That's going to be a tight. Dunk wants to know if there's going to be a stream for the 6L. I have not heard anything, and I think most of the people who do the streams will probably be playing in it, so I'm not sure, but definitely I'm sure something that they'll have conversations about moving forward. It's kind of a preliminary thing right now. It's more of like a pilot run, you know, so kind of see how it works out, see how it goes, but in terms of media and stuff, I mean, if it picks up traction, becomes really popular, I have no doubt that we'll find a way to get those games on air for sure.
Yeah, I'm hearing the same thing.
But I think, it's a different enough play style. You know, some people either love sixes, hate sixes, or indifferent. So it's probably one of those things we might want to separate out from each other so that there's not too much overlap. But that would require a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. But with the huge influx of very talented people coming into the league, who knows? Might get some more on-air personalities, you know? People want to contribute, get in here and do it. Give BA a break, you know? We're working him like, he's out here putting in some overtime for these playoffs.
Hey, at least I get to watch great games. You know, it'd be one thing if it was a slog, but these are always entertaining. So it's no skin off my back. But yeah, I always love having new people to work with. But you know, if it's just me, Shawnahue and Wax and Backblast and the people going in and out, Super Mariota as well. You know, hey, I'm okay with that too. But I always am happy to have more members join the team.
Oh, yeah. The more the merrier, I say.
Oh, yeah. More perspectives is just a better opportunity to understand everything we're seeing a little bit better.
Oh, and that one just squeaks through. Portage. That shot dust. What's a little English on that puck? Looks like he made the save, but just kind of squeaked through. That's one Aviator's going to want back. He's probably not too happy about that. So they take a 2-0 lead there in that game, heading into the end of the first period. As I was saying before, that's one of those really late period goals that it can be kind of deflating. You got to have a short memory as a goalie, as a team, and just got to move forward. You know, on to the next one.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, especially going down 2-0. Obviously, it's not insurmountable, but to know that that's what you're heading into the second period with is not going to be the ideal situation that you want to head into. But the way that Portage has not only been playing in this series, but starting these games pretty consistently from Tuesday night and from the games I've seen tonight so far is really just, again, starting strong every single time, not really allowing the Tribe to either take the lead or get too far ahead. I mean, it's just been really impressive, especially for a 1-8 matchup.
Yeah, and I think maybe that kind of goes back to a little bit of what we were touching on before, just kind of expectations going into these series. I mean, probably nobody was really even giving Portage a shot, you know, coming in as the 8 seed, taking on the juggernaut that is Tampa, and playing a little bit more free, a little bit more loose. Like, hey, what do we have to lose? You know, like with the number 8 seed, like, you know, it's playing the top team in the league. And that's what kind of allowed them. I mean, they've been sticking into these games and, you know, giving Tampa a run for its money. Whereas, you know, on the flip side, you had kind of the disastrous situation that kind of unfolded for, you know, the law firm that I think maybe like just ended up being a little too much to overcome with a lot of new players coming in and just the mental kind of, probably adrenaline dump that kind of just came towards the end of the season. And it's just... It just didn't work out for them, but I think in Portage's case, it's probably giving them, you know, a nice little bump in confidence and morale overall.
I can only imagine that's you mentioned a few different things that are playing a factor for them, and they all seem to be on full speed and full blast right now as we see another goal for Portage.
Yeah, just lay it on them.
Mike Hawks trying to maintain that as well, to try to do the exact same thing that we're seeing from Portage, and the way they've played, especially in the later games in the series so far, they've gotten better and better, and they're really making it hard for the Generals to get this second line going, as much as they are used to that flow between these players that they're so comfortable playing together.
Yeah, I mean, so far, 3-0 game in that series or in that game, and I think Team McBagger kind of had a little bit of a rough first game, but it seems to be settling in. Sometimes, I've noticed that with goalies, even Hawks last year when we were playing on the tribe together, he would quite often kind of struggle in that first game of the night. But then after that, by the end of that first game, he'd be locked in. So, maybe, and I know T, he's a good player. Definitely, he plays the hell of net. So, we'll see if he can, lock in, and get him one step closer to trying to tie the series. Whistling Game 7s will not be played. I don't think so, right? I'm pretty sure
I
they
do not
don't.
believe so.
They play them at
I think it's stayed for Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, with the sixes,
But-
that can cause some complications. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll do it Friday or something. Do a live wire thing or something. I don't know.
Ooh, sevens and live wire. Ooh, that's a week.
Yeah. So the Hawks up 2-1 on the Generals heading into the third. The Slicers are taking it to the Dragons right now. I think they're up 6-2 in that game, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you are correct.
So just like, the Slicers starting the season kind of slow and ending strong, they started the series kind of slow, and it looks like they're gearing up. They are the team we thought they were.
Yeah, if momentum is anything, it means everything to the Slicers. They just the entire, like you said, the entire season has been that story, and this series is not out of hand yet, but it's they're clawing their way back. But it has been impressive to just see the goal after goal. But the players like Boss on the side of the Dragons, that this game is far from over.
Yeah, and don't look now, but these games are getting closer. The Dragons pull, within 3 there. The Tampa Bay Tribe tie it up 3-3, and it looks like the Generals have tied that game up as well.
Crazy how that seems to happen. All score at the same time.
Ooh, Portage. They answer back. Put them back up 4-3. Swoley. Doing Swoley things.
Having himself a good night so far.
Trying to find somebody. Gets it over to Team Azer. Team Azer with the shot, looking for a tip. But good defense there by the Hawks. Slicers in the Dragon zone. Errant pass. Looks like Boston gonna have a little bit of a breakaway here. Oh! Spinorama pass over to Scoob for the finish. So 6-4 now. And it looks like Team A's did in fact score.
That's beautiful.
Oh, and Biz ties that one up. So the Generals are up by 1. Tampa and Portage is tied up. And the Blue Dragons are trying to make a late game push here. Down by 2. Oh, and Shawnahue puts another one in. So the Generals go up 2 here. Quick pause. Trying to stop that momentum we were talking about here. See if the Hawks can't rally back here.
It seems like the Generals are having some success from distance. They don't have to get it right up on the goalie in order to really make an impact.
Yeah.
Seems they're doing well to utilize the passing and use that range.
But Buck got a nice pass over to Torchit. Put them back up by 3. Ooh, big save by Aviator. Keeps this one tied. Back blast Dan. Ooh, tries to get pass over, but goes down for the count. Big save by Clutch Cookie. Oh, and Torchit delivers again. Oh, Shawnee weaving. Keeps control of the puck. Oh, looks like Torchit scores again. He's having himself a game.
Oh, yeah. Sending a message right now.
And I think, during that trade where they sent ISO off and got Torchit as a replacement, a lot of people kind of scoffed at that. So this trade doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I don't think you could really argue with, the point totals that both Hoagie and Torchit have been able to produce together, and that kind of seemed like a catalyst to, turn their season around towards the end of it. So I think, chemistry probably played a big factor in that, not really necessarily, skill level, but just, they're both really good players in their own regard, but I think the chemistry kind of speaks for itself, and I think Hogue feels very comfortable playing with Torchit. Like that. Big save by Jano, but that was a great example of their chemistry. Great pass, almost a finish. Now it looks like Buck Neeson's got it on a break. Torchit on the far side. Buck finds Torchit, and Torchit buries it. Looks like the Slicers are probably going to take that game. I think it might just be a little too far out of reach there for them. So they need to mentally reset. Blue Dragons need to just reset. I think that's a tough spot to be in, too, when you're kind of the second line. Your first line goes 3-0. All you need is one win. You don't win that first one, and then you start getting a little bit nervous, You don't win that second one. Those seems to be compounding issues. So they really just need to take a deep breath, play like they played all season, one game at a time. This one doesn't matter. You lose by 1 goal, you lose by 10 goals, it doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. Shake it off, and move on to the next one.
A moment to give credit to Hoagie for his planning and the way he designed it, having the understanding that most likely he was going to see the strongest lines first come from the Blue Dragon, and then shift his perspective, which again he did last season.
Absolutely.
And made it so, hey, I'll focus all of my energy on the lines that maybe they're not expecting me to be facing. So it definitely is a credit, but it also, again, back against the wall. And this is why it is one of those series that I said if any of them is going to go to 7, it's going to be this one. And so far, I'm not saying anything, but it's definitely looking like there's 2 very strong teams that are going to have a hard time defeating the other one before we get to the end of this in terms of not getting 7 games.
Yeah, it's whether you want the pressure early or you want it late, but it's it's hard to argue with the strategy. It seems to be working for them so far. And me and JG were kind of talking about it. I mean, every night's different, and I think the regular season was an indicator of what the playoffs are going to be like. Teams went hot, teams went cold. You can never really tell what was going to happen from week to week. So, I'm not too surprised that these teams are scratching and clawing and staying in these games, staying in these series. Well, the Generals do take down the Hawks, so that will do it for the Hawks season. So congratulations for the Generals, and great season by the Mike Hawks.
So the 2 and the 4 have moved on in the series so far.
2 and 4 are going. refresh the stream. Go dual mode. Looks like unless Portage can get something going here, cooking. Got plenty of time, though. And the Slicers do take that game against the Dragons, so that series is 3-2. Still in the Dragons' favor, but the Slicers definitely using that momentum to their advantage.
I'm interested to see if we see any differences in the lineup for the third game tonight.
We shall see.
Obviously, I would never ask you to divulge such information.
Well, it's one of those things. I mean, Hoagie played one game last night. He's going to play probably all 3 games tonight. So if it does end up going to a game 7, he is still in that same situation with the other line that unfortunately wasn't able to get a win for them. But who knows? Maybe he tries to send that other line back out there tonight. I think if I was Hoagie, that might be what I do.
A glimpse inside the mind of Hoagie.
Yeah, it would be a chess match right now to see whether or not Seti's going to change the lineup or whether or not he is going to keep it the way it is, and then you have a better matchup, more favorable matchup for your other line, and then, you try to put the best product on the ice for Game 7 and let the chips lie where they may. We'll see. We'll see what he does. He's a smart guy, though. Oh, JG. Captain makes it happen for a hat trick. So producing offensively there, this team needs it.
Oh yeah, that's 2 back-to-back hat tricks. I think Ogre just had his for this game.
Looks like JG might be joining us, but not for the reasons he originally thought, and nor did I.
So if the game were to end now, that would be 3-2 for Tampa Bay.
If it ends right now, I believe it's over.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Maybe... Wait, hold on. What, they were up 2-1. They won that last one 3-1. No, this would be it for them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, this would be it for Portage. They got to win this one.
The aggressiveness for Tampa right now is off the charts. Unafraid to just immediately approach the puck handler and take the puck away and just claim ownership. It's now mine. It's like a kid taking a bike.
Ooh. Yeah, and it's one of those things towards the end of games, you got to decide whether or not you want to try to be a little bit more defensive or keep playing the way you've always been playing. Obviously, it's been successful. I kind of lean more towards that way. I think when teams try to switch their play style to be something that they weren't all game, that can lead to problems. So I think they're kind of adapting that and saying, hey, we've been going at them all game. Let's just keep going at them all game. And it's working.
Yeah, that's fair.
And as one of the better teams in the league with forwards that also play defensively, they're definitely equipped to be able to do that.
Yeah, the Tribe have been set up pretty nicely since draft day, and then they add somebody like Biz, and it just gets that much better. So
Swoley. Ooh, tries to get back up, and that will be it. So congratulations, Tampa. Moving on to the next round, the semifinals. And for the Portage Money Shots, great season, well fought. Definitely gave Tampa a run for their money. I don't think you could have asked, for anything else from a 8 seed team going off against the juggernaut that was the Tampa Bay Tribe. They definitely, made them work for it and, left it all out there on the ice. So congrats to them on an extremely successful season.
Sorry about that. Yeah,
No, you're
100%.
good.
Portage was one of those teams that just consistently was hanging in there all season long. They played really well. Just again, the juggernaut that is the Tribe is always going to be that tough road to hoe for any team in the playoffs. But now we're back down to
Looks like Hoagie did make a minor change. So Hoagie is playing center, Tortured at wing, and they brought G-Witz in to play D.
okay.
So no Senko and no Buck. Bringing in G-Witz. So he must have, a very specific. So this will be it for them. This is the fourth game for Torchit and for Hoagie. So it would have to be Senko, G-Witz. Who else was on that team? Why am I blanking? Oh, Collier. I don't know who they have in net, though. I did not see that. It's going to be a big game.
Absolutely.
And no changes from the Blue Dragons. Well, said he trusts in his guys to get it done. And they've been a productive line. They've been a very productive line. Definitely want to get them a win here in the playoffs. Ooh, big save there by Jano. Boss pushing the pace. G-Witz is there on D. Oh, Boss. Far side snipe. And flying out.
Before he has such a knack to lose coverage in front of the net and in tight, and when he gets a puck on his stick, he ain't missing from there.
Got to be one of my favorite players in the league. I know there's a few that I've mentioned before, but Boss Games is definitely one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah, he's a fun one. He's a fun one. Definitely a great addition to the team. Fortunate try for a wrap. Jano. He's there. Those wraps, they can be pretty scary. Depends on how you want to play. You want to go, hug the post. They can make a pass to the center, and then it's hard for you to get over. Try to just scramble over there. Sometimes if your fire hole stat's not up high enough, they just squeak it right through your legs anyway. It's nothing you can do. So definitely scary when they go around the net. Just ask Carney. He's made a living going around the net. Oh, see, and that's what I'm talking about. You play that post, if they can get that pass back up to the slot, it's so open on that far side. Those are really, really, really tough plays to defend against. You got to have that defense down there clogging up that pass lane.
Especially for a team as in rhythm as the Slicers tend to be.
Yeah. Oh, but a rare penalty. Looks like Scoob's going to get a chance here to put them up by one. I will be right back. It'll be 1 minute.
No worries. And Scub not able to finish. Save there. Scoop, excuse me. Also immediately attacking. Oh, big hit there by Torchit. Brings an opportunity for the Slicers. Torture tries to rip one, doesn't work. Torture just taking his time, but gets absolutely slammed by a Scoop. Showstopper passes it up, Scoop passes it to Boss. Boss to Scoop, trying to make something work there, but just couldn't finish. Good defensive presence as well by G-Wits.
Gentlemen, just wanted to peek my head in here for a second. I've got to bounce right away, but I just wanted to throw full credit, handshakes, and nothing but love all to those Mike Hawks. That was a hell of a fun series. They had all the talent in the world, and took it to us in that first game, and then in the second game, we just caught some right breaks. So just wanted to say shout out Mikey Diesel, Hawks, Dan, Crave, Gage. I cannot remember the rest. Cookie. Son of a biscuit. I'm not even streaming tonight, and I'm pulling a Sean.
Sean came in here to pull a Sean.
Just to pull a Sean.
Hey, though, congrats on the series. Definitely well thought. Well thought.
Thank you. There it is. I knew where I was going. Okay, yeah. Jam and Big Truck. Big Truck put on a hell of a show yesterday with all his games in that team. So full credit to all those guys. Absolute beauties. And great job on the stream so far tonight, gentlemen. And are we going to see a Game 7 potentially?
Yeah. Hey, stranger things have happened. It is Hoagie.
This is Game 6, right?
This is Game 6.
Oh my goodness! Well, I'm going to let you guys get back to it. I'm going to be watching intently.
Mary's one to put them up 2-1.
What is, if there is a Game 7? When is that played? Is that tomorrow?
That is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow 9:45 Eastern Standard Time.
What about 6's games?
6's are. That's a really good question. I'll have to bring that up.
Thursdays at 9 and 9:30.
Mikey Diesel would know that. I'm full of ball. I've been back into the office for a little bit here, so my brain is all over the place.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
It'll all get sorted. But yes, kudos to those Mike Hawks. Nothing but respect and handshakes all around for those boys.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna bounce, and you boys have yourself a great night. We'll talk later.
All right, good talking to you. Congrats.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Hoagie pushing the pace, tortured on that side. Showstopper here. Ooh, good defense. Make him take that shot. Oh, nice. What do you? Oh, looks like that's going to be a penalty. Probably a hooking or a slight push. Oh, it's on Torch it too. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can Jano make a big save here? Ooh, crafty little move.
No wonder he's called Kenny Wu. That was pretty.
That was dazzling. Oh, Scoob took exception to it. Look out, G-Wits. Plenty of game left.
Right.
Slicers are in control of this one, 3-1. Shots are even. Oh, Jado, big save on Ho, trying to go far side. Oh, another big save. That might be the momentum they need here. Got to put one up on the board. Ooh, Scoop tries to get a last-second pass over the boss, but it goes wide. Torch it. Gets it down to G-Wits. G-Wits trying to look for Torch it probably. Oh, good defense. Oh, and G-Wits gets it back, but good. Butterfly save by Jano. Jano the Jaguar.
Working in tandem, doing well together.
Gotta help each other out. You know, the goalie's best friend is the defense. Gotta have a good chemistry, good relationship with your goaltender, so that they just know where you're gonna be as much as humanly possible. And they finally connect on that one. So Scoob gets that pass over to Boss. And elbow slam. Pulls it within one with the waning minute here of the first period. Ooh, good shot by Ho. Good save by Jana. Oh, 4 seconds. There is enough time to get something done. Gets it over Show. Oh, what a diving save by G-Wits. Way to get your body in the way. That was a huge play by G-Wits. That was probably going in if he didn't do that.
What were you talking about? Goalie's best friend.
Goalie's best friend. Who do they have in net? Is it Mo? Yeah, Mo. Okay. So, yeah, I bet you Mo's giving him a little thank you. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Well, actually, I would have to say the defenseman is probably actually their second best friend. The pipe is a goalie's best friend.
Good call. Good call.
But it's kind of a love-hate relationship. Sometimes it's their worst enemy. So it's, I don't know. They're hot and cold.
And so
We
far,
got
it seems
a-
like anything. Go ahead.
Oh, we got a tunic setting in the chat. It says, go Blue Dragon. We got a Buck Neeson sighting. Let's go Slicers. Uh-oh. Chat's about to rumble.
So, rumbles in the VVHL, is that like West Side Story? Or people snapping at each other?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much.
Cobras. Yes.
Jets and the Sharks or whatever it
Jets
was.
and the Sharks.
It's your jet all the way. For your first
Yeah, we're
cigarette, your
harmless.
last 9 days.
It's a harmless disagreement.
Pillow fights.
Buck was last year's. I can't remember if we figured out the name. It was Veselki or Selkizna. I don't know. A mixture of Selkie and Vesna. Winner.
Okay.
We had Buck play net one game, or a couple games actually. He just went ham. He actually plays really good net.
I'm always shocked by how versatile everybody is in this league. I think in the last week we got to see Wool Tunic play out.
Oh yeah.
So I think I think it was Seti who wanted to get some net time, just in case, and he was having himself a day. And then we saw, and last night ISO was in net as well. A very high quality scorer, also capable of being a very quality goalie.
I feel like it is one of those things that, the more, and I'm not saying you need to be a superstar at every position, but the more you do actively play a lot of the other positions, you really do build up some sort of a muscle memory of kind of like what I would do, and you kind of can tell what they're going to end up doing just based off of the stuff you know about playing that position, especially for like goalies. If you play goalie a lot, you're probably able to read them and score on them a lot more because you kind of know, like, this is what I would do in this situation. This is probably what they're going to do. And you can kind of burn them that way. So, yeah, I'm not too surprised. I mean, we got some crazy skill and talent in this league. And I'm not too surprised that there's so many versatile players that play so many different positions.
Somewhat of a forced nature of fours.
Yeah. Especially in fours, I think it's a lot more experimental. Sixes, I think your role is a little bit more defined, kind of. What we got popping in here? Is that JG?
Hello.
Sure.
Oh, no.
Good evening.
Uh-oh. Well, hello. How are you?
Yeah.
Well fought series, buddy.
Yeah. Shout out to the Generals. That is a very good team. We played really well. Proud of being Mike Hawk. That was a really fun team. A lot of fun. Clutch Cookie played unbelievable tonight.
Oh, he did great. Yeah, he was playing literally.
Yeah, proud of the squad. Generals going to be a tough team to beat.
Yep. They are a tough one. Tough nut to crack. Well, looks like the
So, right.
Slicers have taken a slight lead. Going up 4-3 here on the Blue Dragons. Blue Dragons trying to get something going. Oh, nice little kickoff there by Scooby.
And
Oh,
so
good
far,
defense
1,
by
2,
Hope.
and 4 have advanced in the series.
Can 3 do it? Oh, Scoop takes it in. What a move. Ties that up.
Well, working hard, sticking to the game plan with good habits, and they're back to evens.
You're talking about versatility of players and being in different positions and getting a chance to really understand those positions differently. And you were talking about muscle memory. I got to imagine that also plays into just kind of like you were saying, knowing where other people are going to be. So it's like a timing and pacing kind of thing as much as it is the spacing element of the
For
game.
sure. And that's why, again, I thought, even early on when Hoagie traded ISO, I've known ISO for years. He's a very, very talented player, and it definitely wasn't a skill issue. It was, in my opinion, just I gel better with this guy, and we have a lot of chemistry. We played a lot together, and it's hard to argue. And they've been showing it all season since he came on that team. They've been doing nothing but just putting up points. And you can tell they don't really need to, I doubt they're really saying a whole lot to each other. They just know what each other's going to do, and it's so much easier to play that way. Because by the time the words come out of your mouth, it's probably too late to do whatever it is that you were mumbling about.
And ironically enough, you just took the words out of my mouth. So
Yeah.
By the time you say it, it's over.
And some people just have it. I mean, I've played with people I've never played with before, but the play styles are so similar that it's just like, yeah, you could slot us in anywhere. Like we get each other. And for other people, it's not like that. And it's really not a skill thing. It is just we got to find people that are compatible. And I think Hoagie's done a really good job, working through those early season struggles and just building a team that he knew had that level of compatibility. And it's paying off now.
Speaking of paying off, the hip and shoulder bill that boss is going to have to deal with is just going to be astronomical. Can't be good for the pelvic floor.
Ooh. Oh, show. Keeping it in. It's back to Boss. Boss kind of gassed. Oh, tries to get a shot off. Good defense by... Ooh! Oh, Scooby trying to come in. Just whiffs on it. Those ones are really, really tough to actually land. Oh. And Hoagie. There's a will, there's a way. Jano, a little screen there, but really nothing the defender can do. Just trying to stay in front of Hoagie, but ended up working out in the Slicers' favor.
And unfortunately, Hoagie is a player that just gets better as the game goes.
Yeah, not only that, but he will. When his opportunity comes to knocking, he's fucking there to answer it. Excuse my French. Okay, Scooby keeps it in. Ooh, does a little razzle-dazzle move. But good defense by the Slicers. Oh, and G-Witz takes another hit. G-Witz is just getting punished out there. A big save there at the end of the period by Jano. Keep it a one-goal game. Heading into the third period here. This is a pivotal game. This is a big game. If the Slicers can manage to hang on to this and push it the series even, I mean, all bets are off. At that point, you've redeemed everything bad that happened to you last night has been washed away, and it is a new series. One game wins it all, and if anything, kind of like what you had said in terms of how he kind of strategized what lines he was going to play. You're going in there with the momentum, right? Whereas, the Blue Dragons are going to have to be sitting there going, we have this series. We had it. We just needed to win one game. And now we're in a situation where we have to win a game. And that's not a place you want to be. But Still, good teams. I mean, both good teams. Anything can happen. Kind of like what I say about overtime. You get it to overtime, anything can happen. Same thing with this. You get it to Game 7, who knows? Especially with these teams.
Welcome back, JG.
Hey, JG, congrats, buddy.
I appreciate it, dude.
Well, you see, I said I hope I don't end up talking to you again tonight, because that would mean that your team's playing. But now you're back,
Yeah.
and it's, the complete opposite. So
Yeah.
I wish we weren't streaming stuff.
See, you gotta be careful what you say, man.
Yeah.
What's
But hey,
what's going on in this?
yeah,
game?
we got Slicers are up right now, 6-5. They just started the third period, so we were just kind of talking about how this is a real pivotal game here in the series, and if they can find a way to push this to 7 games, I say all bets are off. This is a tight one, but hey, this is part of me's glad because this is exciting. I kind of thought maybe this night could go one or two ways, and I'm glad. I'm kind of glad it's going this way. It's hockey going on into the late hours of the night. Teams just fighting and battling, trying to find ways. Oh, wow. And G-Witz kind of just puts up a weak little shot, and guess who's there? Torch it. Nice little tip. Nothing Jano could do about that.
Nice little tip is what Torch's whole life is about.
I know you were here.
That was his nickname in high school.
Little tip.
Nice little tip.
Nice. Oh, and Hogue. He smells blood. All right.
So are we witnessing the collapse of the Blue Dragons after all that fun talk in the Gen chat?
What fun talk?
The Siege guys.
Oh. Well, I don't control everybody. People can say what they want.
You should.
I'm not a dictator.
Like a puppeteer.
I'm not a dictator. I'm a dick.
With all that cheese, you'd say you are a
Hope
dictator.
you're not somebody
No,
you
I
want
think
to give breakaways to.
I'm gonna do my part and keep my head level. So if it does end up going to a game 7, then I'm not panicked. There to have fun, and may the best team win. And
Just another game
to get to
dude,
play,
I would be super proud of Hoagie and his boys for coming out from a 3-0 deficit to clinch a series against the reigning champs. That's pretty impressive.
Were you gonna vomit there?
Yeah. And I'm here for the
I'd
heart
vomit
of
in that
competition.
scenario.
I'm here for the heart of competition. Hey, I'm gonna give it my all, and if it's not enough, then it's not enough. There you go. Hey, they've done fighting the boss, giving a little elbow slam there, pulling it within 2. Plenty of time.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left. Slicers can't start thinking it's over.
You can never think it's over. You gotta play to every whistle, right? It's always about the next play.
You gotta fucking want it, boys. That's really what it's all about.
You gotta fucking.
You know what I want? Chicken nuggets.
You know what I'm eating? I'm like sitting here on mute. Like, yeah, I would join the fucking stream. And I'm sitting here eating beef jerky. So good.
Pepper?
No, it's like smoked.
Slicer just caught a lucky break there with that getting out of the zone. Can't sit there and play with it behind your net. Up 2 goals in a tight game. You got to get that thing out.
Yeah, see, this.
I can.
Yeah, you could.
Well, some of us can, but not a good habit to get into.
I think there could be a potential for some mental issues here going on with the Slicers because they're up 2 right now. There's plenty of time left. If the Dragons can manage to score, then you're kind of like, shit, we had a 3-goal lead, and now it's getting closer. Are we not going to be able to hold on? I can't imagine what both teams are thinking right now. It's fun to watch, though. Oh, and Boss. Ooh. Good little nudge. Oh, shoot. Big save by Mo.
Honestly, their goaltending was always their Achilles heel. They just did not get the goaltending you need to win a cup, and now Mo is showing a lot of versatility and some really big saves when they need it. And
Oh,
if
wow.
she heats up, she's kind of like the last piece of what the Slicers would need to win a cup.
So I will say,
Slicers out of timeout here.
me and BA were
There
kind
we
of
go.
talking about it because Hoagie, with his lineups and stuff, just how he's playing players. I mean, this is going to be the last game for Hoagie and the last game for Torchit, last game for Mo. So it's got to be mediocre
No,
G
bro.
with.
Game 7 is
I know, but
anything goes.
this is their 4th game, so they can't play.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't
It's
matter?
game 7.
Oh, game
Nope.
7, you can
Yeah,
play
game
whatever.
7. Game
Game
7,
7,
anything goes.
owner's
boys.
discretion.
Yeah, wow,
Owner's
way
discretion.
to miss the boat on that,
Wow.
Wax. You're
Wow.
screwed tomorrow.
I'm not. Hey, I don't own a team, so I don't need to know these things. All right, I just show up. when I'm
Wax is
told.
like, it's all right, boys. They can't play tomorrow.
I just show up when I'm told.
It's okay. We
Look,
ran into
now-
the same
Oh,
issue
there
when
it
we
is.
had to
We're
play.
good.
Just
That's
what the
good.
doctor ordered, and they've cut into the lead.
All right, gets it to
After
within
that goal,
1.
You can sense the momentum shift, James, and it's all about swinging and seeing if they can string a couple of good shifts together.
He's
and get
costly
And the
turnover.
boys get it
They've
done.
narrowed it within 1.
I'm just gonna try to take it in there. Good defense by G-Witz. Pushes it up to Hogue. Hogue and torch it. This is
Uh-oh.
dangerous. Oh, big save by Jano. Deflects it.
Another bad
Oh, boss,
turnover in the
big
D
kick.
zone.
Oh, good recovery by the Slicers. Slowing him down a little bit. Oh, scoop tries to take a shot. Good save by Mo.
Slicers got to compose themselves a little bit here. Can't afford
Yeah,
to
this is
keep
where it
giving
gets,
it away in your own zone.
Yeah, you were up 3-0, or you were up 3 goals, and now you're, within a goal of tying it. So this is where the nerves might start kicking in here for the Slicers. Are they going to pull it off, or are they going to blow it? Big save by Jano. Oh, boss overskates it. I do that shit all the time. Oh, Scoob, nice little move. Oh, gets it over to Boss. Good shot. Big save by Mo.
Block. What a block.
Oh, yeah. Torch it. Was there waiting for that.
Oh, wow.
Showstopper gets
That was a
back.
hell of a pass.
Oh! Shot
That was
hits the
crazy.
pipe.
Honestly, the Slicers gotta stop being so stagnant in the defensive zone. They need to be more proactive rather than just standing around waiting for plays to happen.
Yeah, I find myself doing that sometimes where I'm playing off people a lot. And, you're just allowing them time to let things develop. Yeah, sometimes you got to just get after them. You got to force them into making decisions that they don't want to make at that time. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't give them any hints or anything.
The best way to throw Wax off his game is to give more subs than he has.
Yeah.
Leave the back door
there it
open,
is.
boys.
Yeah.
They're going to come in
Wow.
there every time.
The puck chasing a little bit. Hey, maybe they heard you and they were trying to be a little too aggressive. And you got multiple people trying to go after one guy. And leave the
They were
boss
just trying
wide
to be
open.
extra proactive. That was really.
Well,
Easton hoping for a game 7.
It would
hashtag,
be-
man.
reactive, right? They're being too reactive instead of being proactive.
Man,
Yeah, reactive.
you know what? Yeah, that's the word.
You're too smart for me.
Gonna use that word in the Ogre Scrolls next
I
week.
just. I only
Yeah.
use words just because it makes me
Honestly,
sound
the
I don't really
Slicers
know.
are kind of throwing this away for no reason, and like kudos to the Dragons for buckling down, fighting down, and
Hey, it's
going
not
for
it's
it.
a tie
but-
game.
advantage.
This goes into overtime. Anything can happen.
No matter, ain't no
Yeah, but you
points,
don't
no-
want
and-
that when you're
Oh, we can't
one
see.
team is facing the barrel, right?
They don't
There you
want
go.
that.
And they get it over to Torch. And Torch buries it. We've been doing that all night.
He might be
A great game.
one of the worst players in the league, but he scores a lot.
Dude, I was waiting for you.
Come on, Slicers. Prove me wrong.
That's
Play us
actually
next
there.
round.
It was
Let's show you what real defense is.
Oh,
shit.
it shows up. He has to step on Hogue.
Just kidding.
And Hogue makes him pay for that. Daniel
The
goes for a
last guy you
desperation
did
diving
the one.
poke.
Ogre's gonna turn into the VVHL Skip Bayless. That's just gonna happen. I'm waiting for it.
Even A Jones.
16 seconds. You have to make something happen real fast.
That's it. Just hot takes. Just here to piss
Even they
everybody
don't.
off.
Carries it in, burning time. That's gonna do it.
Oh wow.
Torch it. Puts another one
Bro.
on short. When it rains, it
Quickly, the
pours.
game can change, man.
Damn, Torch is gonna have 10 points and be +1. Great stats.
Such a jerk.
Congratulations
I
to the
know. I'm
Slicers.
kidding.
Down
Torch it.
I know.
three
You know I'm
games to
kidding.
none.
He does
If this doesn't work out, I'm pretty sure there's some like Silver Siege players in the chat that want to play with you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's fine.
Scoop Daddy with a goal.
Yeah, a little garbage time goal just to make it 9-11.
No, I think it sets up a really interesting game 7, you know, with the lineups that you would theorize from both teams. Obviously, Hoagie ran
It's
his
gonna get
best line.
sweaty.
Like, yeah,
tomorrow
obviously,
night.
Hoagie ran his best line yesterday, and it wasn't enough to get a win. But the momentum is there, right? We know Carney's a gamer, we know Kells is a gamer, we know Wax is a gamer, and we know Wolves a gamer. Like, you know,
Oh man.
I mean, Wax
You
has
gotta-
never won
you
a
gotta-
championship, but the other 3 have and have been put in this scenario before against the Slicers, where they needed to get a win to avoid it going the extra game. And
Fuck Nathan,
Really?
that wasn't the best line. I was not in there.
I
Dog.
think he was talking about last night, Buck. You were in those games.
Yeah.
Ethan,
What?
Oh,
did you say Ethan? I would love if Ethan played here again.
Ethan, where are you? No, seriously, congratulations to the Slicers. I mean, being down 3-0 in that series, rallying back, pulling it even, pushing it to a game 7, like nothing but respect. And yeah, setting up for an exciting, quarterfinals
It's gonna be a
matchup.
crazy
Put the
semifinals.
pressure around.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, we're gonna have some electric game. We'll see
Boogie,
what
boogie,
time
boogie.
it is. But, it's gonna be a good
so
6
looking
a.m.
forward on the next round, with this screen that's up
Tampa.
here now, is this going to be the matchups, or does it get reseeded?
No,
or-
I think
it'll
so.
get
So-
reseeded.
It'll be reseeded. So Tampa against. Let me see if I can just do this. Bum a brain.
Reseeded, right?
Tampa
Highest
against-
plays the lowest. That's
It'll
always
either
how it's
be
been.
Tampa
either be the
versus
Slicers
Dutchman.
or Dutchmen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
Slicers or Dutchmen. Generals.
Generals Dragons
Generals are locked in.
Dragons?
pretty
or
much,
Generals
right?
Dutchmen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Could go either way. So we don't have any matchups, man. We got none of them. We got none of these matchups. But what we do have is 3 teams locked in for next week. Another playoff game to be aired tomorrow night. Holy smokes, man. Well, what does
6L
that mean?
starts tomorrow
What does that
night,
mean for
right?
the 6L tomorrow night?
Yeah,
We were
and that's
wondering the same
Yeah,
thing.
and the launch of the 6L tomorrow night, baby. Let's
Well,
go.
it's one game. If we start the game at, well,
Ooh, it's 6. This 6 is. I plan on punching somebody in the face, and at least in my game. Spoiler alert: there's fighting. I'm definitely fighting you, JG. If I'm going against
Hey.
you, straight
Hey.
up. I'm sorry,
Bob
Wax.
and weave.
No,
my
I'll
boy,
allow it.
Bob and
I'll allow
weave.
Yeah, he went to Jorge Masvidal's
Yeah.
street.
I will like.
Cool.
I want fight stats in the 6L. Can we please do that? I want
As a
fighting.
former Lady Bing winner, I don't condone fighting on the ice, but
Former
has to be
lady.
done.
Heyo.
I think the
I
fight.
thought you were
I'm
Sean
just-
Payton,
listen,
Man of the Year.
Listen, I'm going rogue on the admin. I want fighting in the 6L. I want it bad.
Hey, the lava lamplighters better send me a fruit basket for knocking out half their roster in that series. You're welcome. There you go. See you on the ice. I'm better at 6s.
Oh my! Well, what a night.
Disclaimer
night.
for the tribe: the thoughts and opinions of overwhelming do not represent the thoughts and
Yeah,
opinions.
yeah. Yeah, I think
JG
like,
literally texted me this.
we're
to
gonna
tell
we're gonna
everybody.
get back. We're gonna talk to our designer again just to add a scroll when every time Ogre joins the chat. It's just like Ogre's views do not reflect
Yeah.
the views
We're gonna have
of the
a
league.
we're gonna have a special emergency stream tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Ogre's gonna have to get on here with an apology letter written up by JG, apologizing
Yeah,
to
for
the
sure.
league for his
We're gonna have
behavior,
a
his
press
comments.
conference.
Yeah,
I, Ogre,
I regret the comments
doing
that I
this on my
made on
own
Wednesday
free
night
will.
stream.
Yeah.
I love and respect
Regret
everybody.
nothing.
I meant no disrespect.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you set that up. Ogre's 100% Conor McGregoring that and just saying, I want to apologize to
no,
absolutely no one.
I don't want to be Conor McGregor. That
Who
guy
the fuck
is
is
a
this
loser.
guy?
That guy, that guy is like, he's so good at what he does, but like terrible human being.
Yeah.
No argument.
Yeah.
I'd rather be
What's going
God,
on in the
who's-
chat right now?
who's equally terrible, but like not a terrible human being. Kobe Covington. Talk about a guy that acts really tough on camera and then is super nice behind the stream. That's me. Except I'm way better than Kobe Covington is at what he does.
Gwit says he's never playing defense again. Well, I saw you make a very impressive diving save at the end of one of those periods that prevented.
Never say
probably-
never, man. You know what? Never say
Played,
never.
you played really well there, Gwit. Congratulations.
Gwit
man.
play
did it,
defense?
Yeah, he played defense tonight.
Played well.
There's one play. he played well.
Bouchard's a bad name. I think if you want to play defense with your skill set, I would say maybe like a Jeff Petrie 2025 version. Something like that. Just a lot of turnovers, a lot of behind the net stuff. Just a little
He did say so many
underwhelming.
bad passes, so maybe he'll.
So many bad passes. Not just. I'm kidding, Gwits. Don't abuse me in the
Bottom
next
D
game we
should be
play
my
after
name.
you knock them out.
Well, yeah, we'll figure out the
right,
the schedule.
gentlemen.
We'll get that posted out there in the chat whenever we figure that out.
See y'all tomorrow night.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, great night, everybody. Go to bed. Have fun. That was a great
Not
stream.
going
Thank you all
anywhere.
for joining with me. Oh, I'm done. I am done. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep.
You're dumb.
I'm done.
Wax.
Good job, everybody.
Yes, thank you everybody for being here.
Thanks for the
Appreciate ya.
personal invite.
Look for that notification. We will be back tomorrow night, I'm guessing, for a game 7 between the Blue Dragons and the
guessing.
Slicers. Congratulations to all the teams that played tonight. Generals, congratulations. Dutchman, sweet. Congratulations, Tribe. Congratulations. And the Slicers, congratulations on coming back from what seemed like a hopeless situation. And now you got all the momentum. So we will see you tomorrow night. It's going to be one hell of a game. All right.